Hey, you might be surprised to hear that there are many benefits to your clutter. And you may have heard me talk a little bit about this before, but it really is a different way to look at our stuff. So, I'm going to tell you about 6 benefits that I was thinking about. The first one is about creativity. And I find that the people I work with are so very creative. They have a use for all kinds of things. Creative people really thrive in messy environments. And, arts and crafts are very popular with my people and myself too. I like doing artwork, but there's so many amazing ideas that we can have. We are inspired by our stuff. Our stuff could be repurposed into newfound objects. There's so many ideas, and maybe just not enough time to really do them all. But okay, the next one's about memories and identity. Our clutter tells a story. There are so many memories in our souvenirs or photos, gifts, heirlooms, books, even our clothes and other objects. It's really a visible reminder of who you are or even who you were, and what you've experienced in your life. It can really be connected to our identity. And it reminds me of some of my clients they've retired and they end up bringing home a lot of stuff. Like it could be a school teacher or someone who worked in a school. That's what I'm thinking of. But anyway, lots of different situations where they bring home all kinds of items from their workplace that they've, maybe collected over many years. And they keep them because it does remind them of who they were and what kind of work they did. And so they can be hard to let go of it. They really do tell the person about their identity and who they once were, right? And I mean, I'm sure I have some things that were from my workplace as well. I'll have to take a look at that. So the next one's about comfort and security. Clutter can really make us feel more comfortable and safe sometimes. Maybe you create a little nest around yourself and it can kind of feel like a big hug with a warm blanket. You've got your tea beside you or your favorite drink, and it really becomes your happy place. It could even be the place where you feel like no one can hurt you, especially if you've been hurt in the past. Relationships can hurt us, but our stuff can't. And so it becomes our safe place. And I actually love my space where I sit, and I definitely have, some of my favorite things around me, and definitely it's my happy place. So number 4 is about resistance to consumerism. So you can probably relate to that. And not everyone has clutter from shopping. Some clutter happens because people give you things, or you have saved things for a long time. You want to fix things, or you just refuse to throw out perfectly good items. And I find that a lot of my clients do not want to contribute to the landfill. So it can just feel like it's about taking a stand and just saying, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna let this go because, there's a worry that if I do, it ends up being in the landfill. I remember one client who had a chair that she wanted to let go of, and we talked about her putting it out at the side of the road, but the fear was that no one would pick it up, and then it's going to either get rained on or it's going to end up in the garbage truck, right? So it can make it really hard to let go of. Number 5 is about putting off decision making. Can you relate to that one? I know that a lot of people procrastinate, but no, this is more about, sometimes putting off decisions can be a smart thing. Like when your emotions are just feeling really high and you're just feeling like you're not quite ready to make a decision about your stuff. You're just not there yet. You're starting to think about it, but you're just not quite ready. So clutter can hold space for us in a way, until you are ready to really move forward. So sometimes we just need to really think about it, take our time, and we will know when we're ready to actually make the moves that we need to make. So, and the final one is about self-awareness and growth. And clutter can really show you exactly where you are stuck, emotionally or spiritually, especially if you are willing to take the time to really notice and reflect on the thoughts and feelings that come up, the actions that you take after you have really reflected on those things. Can really give you some insights about what is going on. There's a real connection between the emotional and physical clutter, as you probably know. And this can really, looking at those things can really help you to move forward. There are just so many opportunities to look at your stuff in a new way. So, would you like to be more inspired and focused on how you can declutter your life? I actually send out an inspirational email every Monday that helps you to have like a really great week. So I will put the link in the comments so that you can join us. So thanks so much and happy decluttering. Bye for now.